Hey, good afternoon, guys. This afternoon, I'm going to say we are going to finish this 4300 little international truck, DT466 in frame. We're going to finish it up. We're going to, might get dark on us, but we are going to start the sucker up today. We're going to let it run for a while, and hopefully nothing comes up. Hopefully there's no water leaks, oil leaks, nothing. And after this, all I got to do is put a couple of maybe 100, 150 miles on this thing, so I can go ahead and kind of see how it's going to run, how it's going to behave. Once I get that done, I should change the oil again and just call the owner and call Patrick and have him make his way down from Dallas to pick up his unit. So today, hopefully it'll be the final video on this 4300. Let me go ahead and show you what I've done. Well, on this side, everything's on. I took the air filter housing just to show you. We pretty much got everything done. Turbo, EGR cooler, exhaust, AC compressor, everything's bolted back onto the engine. Now we go over to the driver's side, and on this one, guys, sorry about the glare, but I already have the fuel filter housing connected, all the harnesses connected. I'm missing the upper plenum for that intake connected to the EGR. I got to tighten up those bolts on the thermostat housing, little stuff like that. So on this one, guys, I'm not going to do much recording on the rest of the stuff. It's pretty much just simple little bolt-ons, and just finish it up. I'm going to concentrate on putting it together, and then I'm going to record us trying to start this unit. It is going to take a while. I mean, everything is dry. There's no oil. There's no diesel fuel. I primed up the fuel filter, but it's still going to take a little while for it to start. Once it does, it's going to sputter, spit, puke, I mean, whatever. It's going to run kind of nasty for a little while till all the injectors actually prime up and start firing correctly. So I'm going to try and get all that on video so you guys see the first startup of this thing. It's going to be a little, I mean, it's going to run a little rough for a while, but it will kind of settle in as it runs for, I'm going to say, a good 2-3 minutes. It should be up, and I mean, it should be fine. So let me go ahead and finish this sucker up, dude. I'll come back to you guys once I'm done, and so we can go ahead and crank the sucker over. All right. Well, guys, everything's already connected. All the harnesses, plenum is on, EGR is connected. I mean, everything's pretty much on. All I gotta do now is I'm gonna drain the little bit of oil that's left in the oil pan. Whatever chemical is in there, I'm gonna drain it out. I'm gonna fill this thing with oil. I'm using just conventional 1540 oil. I'm gonna drive it for 100, 150 miles, and then I'm gonna change it with synthetic. I use a Purus 5W40. I'm going to add water for now, make sure there's no leaks, drive it around. Once I change the oil and there's no coolant leaks, I'm going to go ahead and add the antifreeze, the coolant in there, and this thing should be ready to go. So let me go ahead and get that intake little hose right there to the plenum, and we'll start cranking the sucker over. Let's see what it does. Well, guys, we got this thing together. I mean, everything's bolted up. I just put oil in there and filled the reservoir with water, no coolant, just water. I'm going to go ahead and do that. Well, let me show you. As you can see, I added water in the coolant reservoir. I'm going to go ahead and run it like that for a couple of days. Make sure that there's no leaks before I actually add the coolant in there. Oil, I just used regular 1540. I think it was STP or something like that. That's just for the break-in. I'm going to drive it for 100, 150 miles. I have to change the oil again before the Patrick can take the truck back to Dallas. So, let's go ahead and see what it's going to do. Well guys, as you see, it's hesitating. We gotta wait till fuel gets to the injector, and of course oil pressure. We need oil pressure for that injector to fire. So let's go ahead and continue cranking it and see what it does. Well guys, as you saw, the truck did start. It hesitated for quite a while. I mean, injectors were all dry. Oil needed to get to them. Pump has to suck up oil from the oil pan. It's got to bring it up to the engine. It's got to fill up that little high pressure oil pump little reservoir. Then the high pressure pump has to actually pick it up, shoot it to the injectors at I don't know, 500-600 psi before this sucker can actually start. It took a while. I didn't record the whole cranking, but I'm going to say I cranked it over for at least, I'm going to say maybe a minute and a half, and well, sucker started. There's the truck, engine's still running. As you know, when I brought it over, it was smoking really, really bad. Right now, there's no smoke coming out of the tailpipe. That's a good sign. Let me go ahead and let it run for a little while. I'll come back to it and give you an update on how it's running, and if we have any mishaps, oil leaks, water leaks, give or take. So let me go ahead and let it idle for a while. I'll come back to you guys in a bit. Well guys, the truck is still running. I think I can celebrate now. So, truck is running real smooth, real nice. The engine's running real nice. I mean, that's kind of what I expected, kind of what I wanted. I mean, truck is running. I'm going to let it run for a little while longer, guys. Currently there's no oil leaks and water leaks in the truck. Let's just continue to keep an eye on it, and we'll see what happens. Well guys, as you saw, the truck is running very nicely. I mean, the engine is running real smooth. Kind of, I wish I could say better than what I expected, but not. I mean, we got what we were hoping for. Engine is running, I mean, fun. There's no oil leaks, no water leaks. Well guys, one little mishap. I do have a small little oil leak. It's coming from the oil pan, where the oil pan meets the front of the engine. It's a little late. I'm going to go ahead and let it be. I will get to this one tomorrow. All in all, the engine started. Everything runs fine, with the exception for small little oil leak. I have a small drip. I can't leave it like that. So I am gonna have to find a way to remedy this tomorrow. But for tonight, I'm gonna call it done for now. We'll get to this one and address this issue tomorrow. But all in all, truck runs, truck starts, and nothing major with the exception of this small little oil leak. Harnesses are working the way they're supposed to. I do have a check engine light. That was something I expected. I mean, the engine cranked for quite a while before it started, so it picked up a code or two. I'm going to go ahead and check those, delete them. If I have to address something, I will. But, I mean, all in all, truck's running fine. I'm pretty sure Patrick, I spoke to him a little while ago. He's happy that his truck is running. He's making arrangements to come pick it up sometime this coming week. I'm going to keep an eye on this one. I'm going to keep starting it, driving it until he gets here. And then before he leaves, of course, I got to change the oil real quick, give him fresh oil, give him some of that synthetic oil so he can go ahead and be on his way. Well, guys, this is going to be it for this truck. If anything happens, I will keep you updated, but so far everything is running the way it's supposed to. Well, guys, like always, I do appreciate you guys watching. Like and comment.